house.
In the house, in the house.
I see you, girl.
Oh, you talking about the other Diamond boy?
Man, you can't do it like that. Hey, is that Mac?
Hey, we live.
Hey, come on, man.
Salute. Hit that like button when you come in.
Hey, man, I'm on my way, Deuce.
All right. And when y'all come in, please hit that like button, share it to a friend, tell them you in here with Diamond, Yael, and Deuce Sims. You know what I'm saying? We got the content. And it gets mixed reviews. You know what I'm saying? Donald J. I don't know. He on a different account, bro. I forgot the name. T-top roof no leak.
What up?
Oh yeah, we here. So you gonna have some people that that's empathetic with Donald Trump and the fact that he was shot I think in his ear partially by his
Hey, what is that? That's what this platform about?
Yeah, this first one, we got 2 rooms. Tonight we got the other one where we gonna be giving all y'all flowers.
What time is that one that I'm gonna be on?
6 o'clock tonight.
Okay, all right, got
your time.
Okay,
you can hang out. We always enjoy being blessed with your company, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's all regular, my bro.
It's regular. It's regular. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. We got my boy up in here, Mac Fever, Tony Anderson. Salute the sister Esco. She up in here in the Bloody Bunch. Salute to the Bloody Bunch. Mary, salute. Bo Money, what's up, baby? Fox, salute, bro. Messy, Smoked Out TV, hot girl. What up, NCX, Yael? Obviously, we got Yael in here. Oh shit, man! I don't even know why we brought him up in here. And then we got the homie D Slim, man. Salute to everybody in the group. Everybody who came in. We only got 8 shares. We got more than that on the stage. You can share up to 3 times. Share it. You can invite your friends to it. Salute to everybody that's on YouTube. We know that this was quick, so that's even more of a reason we need y'all to like and share. You know what I'm saying? We got treat tips up in the motherfucking house. Treat tips, salute. We gonna get into this. We waiting on a Kiwe pop star. You know what I'm saying? The Kiwe pop star will be in the building. He just likes to make fashionable entrances. You know what I'm saying? But today we gonna definitely get into this Donald J. Trump. What you want to say first, Diamond? Let's start it off.
Man, what a day, what a day, what a day.
What a day, what a day, what a day.
They're trying to take out the Trump, man.
I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to take him out. If the first shot hits you in the ear, you know what I'm saying, and they got that angle on you and they get off 4 more shots, I'm quite sure you be hit somewhere because they already in range, right? All you got to do is lower it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But the thing is, he tried to pop the melon on the first shot, and that once that ear got weird, you know what I'm saying? The boy he went to the ground like he's supposed to.
Like he's supposed to. Listen, I would have went to the ground whether it was I would have went to the ground whether it was real or not, man. I'm traumatized from going through those type of events, man. Them bullets burn, man. You know what I'm saying? So
on the real.
So let's show this real quick, and then and for those who've been sleeping up under a rock, everybody coming in on YouTube, hit that link. Salute Megan Davis. Salute to RDL, everybody who been here already early. You know what I'm saying? We crept up on y'all with this one, but we definitely got to get into this because I don't know what's going on, man. I'm going to be honest, but we finna find out. Trump was popping it, and he was looking to his right the whole time where the shells might have been coming from, allegedly. Let's go.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Moving to there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Moving to the stand. Get ready. Get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear.
Let's go. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, you're headed.
So we got to go to the car.
They done blasted Trump out of his room. He said, wait. Photo op. The Black Power fist. 3 times strong.
The Black Power, he hit him with the Black
These
Power.
are basically a tender, which is
Hey,
just
look,
sliced
man,
up
we gotta
into
run
nugget
that
form.
back, man. We gotta run that back. That's a whole lot to break down, man.
Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, you're headed. Bloody.
So we got to move to the car.
Let me get my shoes.
All right. So that's what we got going on. For those who haven't seen it, now
You gotta let us get the Black Power fist one more time.
all right, one more again. I see that turned you up, huh? Hey, wait, hold on. Is that my Wi-Fi tripping?
It's just
My
buffering.
Wi-Fi is all the way on.
Yeah,
Let's
it's just
go.
buffering.
Yeah, I think we gotta slow it down. Let's bring it back some.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
What up, Tree? King Gab share on Clubhouse.
Moving to there. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready.
Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Moving to the stand. Get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
go. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, you're headed. Bloody.
So we got to move to the car.
Let me get my shoes.
What's up?
Wait.
Black Power!
Wait. All right, so that's what we got. That's what we got from the MAGA world, man. They said Trump think he's Rick James for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what happened. So I'm gonna let you go first, Diamond. See what you think about that whole thing, man, before we get into some of the research that you got into. And we could get to the research as you go along if you want me to show different shit, man, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, at first, when I first look at it, I'm like, damn, I'm just like, I was tripping off of it, wondering, where it was coming from. But when they pull the boy up and realized that the boy was in the BlackRock commercial and all of this, and I was like, damn, BlackRock. And then I started thinking, BlackRock is this big, faceted financial thing, and they tied to the stock market and all of this. I'm like, shit, this might be
company, $10 trillion company.
$10 trillion company.
And this is where the shooter worked. Oh, well, he was at least in the commercial.
Where again?
At what's he called? BlackRock?
BlackRock.
Yeah, BlackRock. You know, in fact, he's on a advertisement or something for BlackRock, this $10 trillion company. See, it's always more than meets the eye. But go ahead, Diamond. We're gonna get into all that.
So when I saw that, I started thinking, man, that got to be deeper than rap right there. Started jumping on the research. And as I dug, the further I dug, I started seeing how Biden is all against cryptocurrency and all of this, and Trump is for it, and how Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, is handling the finances for the Arab First Family and all of this. I'm like, God damn. And then you start looking, and as you dig deeper, the defense contractors, the no bid contracts that they get, Halliburton and all of these companies, all these motherfuckers is tied into BlackRock though. I'm like, wow.
So these companies got an interest in not seeing Trump come in, right?
Yeah, but you got to remember, this ain't the first time Trump ran for president. It's not the second time. It's not even the third time. He go all the way back. If you go back in history, you know what I'm saying, you'll see Trump ran for president. His first dibble and dabble was in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Trying to run for president. And he always was denied getting into the old boys club. A lot of people don't know Trump used to be a Democrat. He used to be listed as a Democrat. You see what I'm saying? That real old money, the powers that be that really run shit, the Wall Street motherfuckers, they wasn't fucking with Trump. They never let him in their club. They never let him in the old boys club. You see what I'm saying? And that's why he seems to be more of a progressive type of dude to the masses now, and not part of that old school, old way, old mentality.
Conservative Republican Party.
Exactly. You got a lot of
evangelicals is all the way behind them. I even heard a priest said that Donald Trump is a prophet and messenger sent from God.
Hey, because he learned how to tap into to a base that was being denied, and that's the poor white. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of those Trump is a Jew, though. That's why a lot of those big evangelistic priests, pastors, is in his corner because he did something big for Jerusalem.
You talking about with the allowing to put the base of the capital, moving it from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem?
Yes, that was huge.
Yeah, no, it was definitely huge in the fact that every president before was working on a two-state solution to the occupation of Israel, of Palestine, right? So it was those settlements, those those Palestinian settlements was supposed to be not even up for discussion. And what Trump did was took that land and got them people up out of there. In fact, Jared Kushner handled the contractors that's in there rebuilding and tearing shit down. and he made that the capital of Israel, right?
But don't forget, Jared Kushner is a Jew. He's Jewish.
What he's Jewish, right?
Saying that he's God, that's why they're saying he's God sent, because that's biblical too. That's in the Bible.
Right. So you get into these companies, and what did that lead you to believe? Because we're gonna get into it, but I just want to because we didn't get a chance to talk about it. We got 2 rooms going tonight. This is the first one, and then tonight we're gonna get on and make sure that we get the flowers to all the intervention workers in Los Angeles, because they've been successful. Make sure y'all tune in for that. You know what I'm saying? Those that saving lives, putting out fires before they even start where they can. You know what I'm saying? Utilizing their influence, their time, and even hear the stories of some that lost their life in that struggle. But so I ain't got to talk to him about it, but he was sending me some stuff, and I got to breeze through it, and I'm like, damn, this shit is deeper than what we seeing on the surface, as it usually is with politics. So what did that lead you to start looking at, Diamond?
So what I did, I went back because I started thinking about Dick Cheney, and he was the CEO of Halliburton.
Facts.
Halliburton, after the war in Iraq started and all of that, Halliburton got all these no bid contracts and everything, and all of the Navy SEALs and all these special unit type people, they're getting out of the service and they're going to work for Halliburton and these different defense contractors to do what? To protect American interests when they go into these certain war zones, or what they classify as war zones. And it's crazy because all of this shit is being financed by these major financial organizations like BlackRock.
Right.
But if you remember, if you look back in history, they would not accept Trump before. But then Trump learned how to, he figured out how to tap into a base that they have been missing. He basically hijacked the whole Republican party.
Fact.
And now they rocking with him. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Because those lower class whites that he tapped into, and he said, hey, I'm really one of you. I want to make America great again. You know what I'm saying? But what the reality of that is, it's not make America great again. It's make America white again. And he said, if you could make Barack Obama president, then why can't you make a white man like me president? I'm not a politician. I'm not a politician. I'm just an American that loves America. You know what I'm saying? And he came in and he sold that to them, and they bought it. They bought it. And the power, they have powers. If anybody do their research, right now, they've been approved, and the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, they've been fighting this to open a stock exchange in Texas.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that stock exchange that they opening in Texas is really geared towards the cryptocurrency and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
Now, Biden already has clearly stated, fuck crypto, you know what I'm saying? It's the devil, we don't want it, and I don't support it. The millennials don't want to be regulated the way that America and government has regulated banking and things of that nature. And crypto gives them the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to give the finger to the government and say, fuck you, you're not regulating my money, and we're gonna bank in a way that you can't tell us what to do. You can't dictate which way our funds are handled. And I think because Trump has jumped on the bandwagon with that, and in support of that. He's about at the end of this month. He's supposed to be speaking at a Bitcoin conference.
We got
You
the
know what I'm saying?
receipts on that also.
Wow.
Yeah, we got the receipts on that. He's speaking at the Bitcoin conference. If you can, go ahead and pull that up and show him. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, let me go ahead and salute the sponsors, man. Matter of fact, salute to the whole Damu Kiwe Conversations team right now. We got Do Sims, we got Diamond, we got, who was that? T-Top?
Yeah, that's T-Top.
Salute T-Top. And then we got the whole team on Clubhouse, man. Salute to all the mods. Who we got on there? Bo Monty, Messi, Hot Girl, Big Taz, Faux Ball. We got the Diamond on the app and the Diamond on Clubhouse. Hey, we got everybody in there. Salute. We got who else we got? Faux Ball, D Slim, salute everybody, Papa
Tree.
LB.
We got Tree up in
Tree
there.
TV, salute.
She lucky we on a serious topic, or we'll have her up here twerking again for the people, man.
All right, Do Sims, don't get this. Hey, look, keep it. hey, soldier, stay focused, soldier. Hey, real quick, this is some hot content. Make sure you unite your top shelf with United Colored Wraps. That is top shelf weed, top shelf wraps, united together. You got United Color Wraps. We got cherry, berry, grape, apple, natural, you name it. Flame it up with United Color Wraps, man. Salute to them for the sponsorship, and salute to Big U. Guess what? That app is coming. We on our way over there, man. Make sure you guys download the unique music app. That is the unique music app where you're going to be able to distribute your music if you're an artist. Politic with the whole Damu Kiwe Conversation team. That's Do Sims, myself, and the whole team on Clubhouse. You're going to be able to network, create groups, and go live. So make sure you get ready to transition over there with us. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. If you got a red ticket, make sure you following the house and following our mods. Those are the dudes and the women with the green beans on stage. Salute to them, man. Salute to YouTube Live, because we in the chat. That's where it's at. I'll be down there politicking with my good people, with my good supporters down there. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share it to your friend. Get this news and this content out. It's going to be a hot episode of Damu Kiwe Conversations.
We appreciate that. Shout out to the Kiwe pop star. Hey, we got the receipts for you, Diamond. Yeah.
Hey, man, not to cut your whistle, man. I got to get off this line, man, but I just want y'all to really just understand one thing, and to really steadfast and understand it. Everything that the brother just profoundly said before y'all did his announcement, man, was profoundly said. We got to really understand the state of the world that we're in and how it's all designed and set up. If you would go all the way back to Obama, who was put in position, and then you go look and see who they brought in right after Obama, was somebody to let us know that they still are in control of this country. So now as we look at, a lot of banks just crashed over in China the other day, and we're looking at a lot of different countries. You got to understand the difference between America and a lot of third world countries is we have the understanding that there's three branches that control our government: judicial, executive, and legislation. The president is just a figurehead in so many senses. But what Trump has done has put us in a position of a dictatorship country. So now what you have in our government now, you have the right fighting against the left, because they want more of a dictatorship than a democracy, because Trump has a lot of relationship with all these foreign countries.
Right.
So all this stuff is really systematically set up and designed for people to really understand. And now with that shooting that just happened, that was set up, what did that just do? It just made him a martyr. It just made him invincible. Biden might as well just sit his ass down, brother. The show is over now.
T-Top, yes, sir. Real quick, yes, when you say staged, I said that in the chat. I said, man, I smell some stage shit. In our chat, I was like, bro, I'm not feeling that. It just, and then he threw up the black power fist at the end of that, trying to buy the vote, of the melanated. Because come on, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and land, brother.
And also really think, bro. Like, come on, man. This dude, after he gets shot, he stands up, telling, wait. Needs a photo op. Think about something, homie. You know, I train in moving people in violence abatement and all that. After a shot go off like that, you don't know if his shots come from other areas or none of that. You're not finna let no motherfucker stand up and wave his hand and do all that and then get to the truck and do the same thing. And then also notice, soon as that boy got off his shots, they killed him immediately. And then they say, shot the man down. How you don't know it's 2-3 other motherfuckers in that plantation? Because they already breached your motherfucking security already, homie. So pay attention, homie.
Preach, brother. Hey, I love it. He coming in with that power.
Tonight, King. Salute.
Huh?
I said we'll see you tonight, King. Salute.
Okay, send me the link. Send me the link and all that for later on, man. Much love to you and my dude, y'all, man. Y'all
you already know, bro.
Yeah, salute, brother.
I'm proud of what y'all accomplishing, what y'all doing, homie. I'm really proud of it. You know what I mean, Dukes? I know when you talk to me in the beginning of that process stage, of, you know, manifesting what you and y'all have done, man. It's been a great team, homie. And I love what y'all doing. Keep putting out quality content and stray away from that negative sucker shit, man. With them suckers is set up to distract us and destroy us, because we are the true vessels that have the ability to understand the power of the internet and the power of the tongue. Salute. Send me the link at 6.
Got you.
Peace, kings and queens. Blessings.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my brother T-Top. We gonna have him tonight. And a lot of the intervention workers, we gonna give them their props, because they've been curving the gang murders through LA, which I guess academics believe makes LA weak. But nah, the politics, brothers have stand, some brothers have died to change the narrative within our community, not to keep filling up these penitentiaries so these people exploited for money. Back to my boy Diamond. Trump to speak at Bitcoin conference in Nashville on July 27th. The former president will give a 30-minute speech at 2 o'clock p.m. So here it go right here. The presumptive Republican U.S. presidential nominee will be speaking at the upcoming Bitcoin conference in Nashville, Tennessee later this month, the conference organizer announced Wednesday. Earlier in the day, speculation of a Trump appearance increased as speakers told CoinDesk their slot was reassigned to make room for what an email described as a very special guest. Former President Trump will be speaking at 2 p.m. Central Time for 30 minutes on the last day of the conference, which runs from July 25th through the 27th, a spokesman for the conference told CoinDesk. Trump has leaned into Bitcoin and crypto rhetoric since coming out in favor of the industry at his NFT gala this spring. He since baked pro-Bitcoin policies into the core Republican Party platform, casting a strong contrast with the Biden administration. Trump's upcoming speech is likely to further burnish a self-assigned image of crypto booster, despite previous misgivings of the tech during his first administration. His attendance at the annual Bitcoin gathering was widely expected. So wait a minute, let me get this straight. A man who has never publicly admitted he was wrong about nothing is openly pivoting about and representing that he now supports Bitcoin, especially after he did some gala and NFT, and he's pivoting towards them. I'm quite sure that'll make a lot of people who see the American dollar losing its value, make them look at them real crazy, especially those who have of the establishment who have really been keeping them out. You was talking earlier about how long he tried to get in a group, and I love America, want to make America great again. I always thought that was a lie, because my whole, just from everything I see from him, and I've done extensive study and research on his policies, was that he was just saying whatever needs to be said at the time, or to whoever, whatever demographic he's trying to market himself to. In the end, I believe he really just does what he thinks is best for himself. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have a problem with him running the first time. Nobody tried to kill him. Even made the presidency, nobody tried to kill him. Even after he helped to incite what turns into a melee,
a riot,
on a riot on January 6th of one of the seats of power of the United States government, Congress, right? They still didn't assassinate him, right? So now I don't believe in coincidence. This man he didn't switch and pivoted to supporting Bitcoin. Obviously, the powers that be that have connections with the Federal Reserve, Halliburton, and the way that business was done in here, it doesn't seem like they liked it that too much, man. I don't know what y'all say.
No, but see,
go ahead.
One thing I want you to realize is giving him the presidency again makes him extremely dangerous because he knows now this is my last hurrah. This is my last time to do all the things that I want to do and that I feel I need to do. They don't want him to get in there because they know, what did he do on his way out the door? He pardoned a bunch of niggas, Negroes, blacks, dudes that nobody else would give opportunity to.
Right.
The boy over at Death Row right now.
Harry-O? Snoop
Harry-O.
Dogg? Right.
Harry-O. Harry-O and them.
Death Row released their NFT, and in the first day, I think they made $55 million off of their NFT. What a coinky dink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What a coinky dink. Once the guy said Bitcoin and all that can't be traced. So if you're looking for ransom, etc., laugh out loud, I'm telling you, that's why they attack cryptocurrency. Of course, because the government wants to regulate everything. I don't care if it's your house, you have to register. Y'all got to remember.
Hey, and look at his case. Remember this. Not meaning to cut you off, bro. My bad. On all of his cases, all the cases that they brought up against him, what was their main thing? Trying to find where his money was, how he kept his money, where he was hiding it at, all the ways that he's taking advantage of all the tax benefits and all of this. And he finally realized through the eyes of his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is waking him up. The dude is so sharp, Jared Kushner so sharp right now, till this day. You can pull it up anytime you want to. He is managing a major portion of the whole Saudi Arabia's motherfucking finances.
Right. Well, I definitely think my boy One's the guy believe exactly what you said, because before you even said it, he said he want to hide more of his money. Trust me, all that crypto can't be traced. So that I think that we all on the same line of thinking on that. I had lost my check. Oh, I know where we was going. You guys got to think. Government has increased its power ever since the Civil War, right? They started making U.S. citizens register their babies, birth certificates, right? With your birth certificate, you got a number. That number is connected to a bank account and has equitable value. So just like intellectual property, say the Beatles catalog, right? The Beatles catalog is estimated about $1.2 billion based upon the formula of how much money is already generated on the market and how much they expected to generate over the next decade and a half or whatever, right? The same thing for humans. You can get the statistics and that the average human might make, I'm just going to say any number, don't quote me on this number, for easy math, $2 million, right? So whenever you have a security that's valued at $2 million over a period of time, if it's registered with the city, which registers with the state, which registers it with the federal government. That security and that credit line turns into a credit line that the U.S. as a U.S. citizen is able to use to negotiate and do trade across the planet, right? They're able to regulate that. Your car, you got to register your car. Your house, you got to register your house. This is another side of registration that people don't understand. This is how they regulate and keep track of all of these things. So if what you guys have come to the conclusion that the crypto can't be traced, then it makes sense on why the powers that be would want to go at Trump. They're not going at Trump just because they hate him. They're not going at Trump because they hate his policies. They going at Trump because now he's playing with their money. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want him in because they couldn't control him, right? Now he got in, and now he's switching, and now you talking about their money. It was all good until you started supporting how they're able to regulate and maintain control. But let's get into this video real quick, right? Just so y'all know, the boy, Thomas Matthew Crooks, right?
I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
We're going to play this twice so it can start over for y'all.
I hope when I retire someday, they say, you know, that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
We're going to run that back one more time. BlackRock. There you go.
My name is Brian DeLallo. I teach AP and Honors Economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
BlackRock helps finish.
I hope when I retire someday, they say, you know, that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
Invested in the future of Americans. Sound real similar to Trump's first election campaign. It's all about America. To tap in and market to those embedded with that patriotism and those that was embedded with that since a young age. The first guy you see at the beginning of that video was the guy who allegedly shot Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? It said, check it out TV. Dude sounding like Flacco right now. How I'm sounding like Flacco, bro? Oh, because I was stuttering? Oh, okay, I get it. They said it can be tracked. It's all in the cloud. Hey, check it out TV. Bingo. So you got somebody who's adding something else to it saying that it can be traced because it's all in the cloud. But I'm thinking why it can't be traced because you can move it on your phone to another account within seconds, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then to another account, and to another account, to another account. It's like playing Ring Around the Rosies. You know what I'm saying? So
what makes the crypto so dangerous is because it's in the metaverse. So the records are bouncing around. And they're never all stable in one place. So by the time you could get a warrant to go in and find where this is, something is that might be on in Idaho today, it might be in Uzbekistan tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You cannot pin it down.
Right. And they could have put it out.
It can't be regulated because it's not sitting still.
Right. And I think that's one of the things with it. Matrix 2030, Morpheus said crypto can be traced. A few years ago, Colonial Oil Pipeline was hacked, and they got crypto as ransom, and they traced the crypto and arrested the hackers. No, you're saying that they can trace it, but what they're saying is, yeah, you could trace it, but if he moved it, not knowing that they could trace it, believing what a lot of people believe, that it can't be traced, and did move it somewhere else. Right now, you can move crypto, and then you can move it over here, and then move it over here, and buy some oil, gold, what you call it. Then how are they going to be able to trace it? If you bought some oil, some gold plates in Afghanistan or somewhere in Africa, how you're running into a dead end. The money's being pulled out. Obviously, if he left it in that account, they were able to trace it. But what they saying is if you moving it around from the cryptocurrency around and then pulling it out somewhere, by the time they do trace it, you already long gone.
Hey, see, this is what you got to realize. I know the situation that they're speaking of. They had got into the computer system of the pipeline and hijacked the pipeline system. They held it for ransom. The ransom, they wanted it in cryptocurrency. However, once they utilized their own blockchain. You see what I'm saying? The blockchain is where it's converted. When you send that address and they deposit that money to that address, it goes into the blockchain. Once it goes into the blockchain, then it's distributed to different accounts and so on and so forth. However, it stays in the blockchain for a certain period of time. Okay? What they did was they shot the money into their blockchain, got them to release it, got them to release the pipeline and all of that. And once everything was released, if the gentleman that spoke on it or young lady who spoke on it is aware, they didn't recuperate all the money because some of that money had already been released out of the blockchain. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The only thing that they were able to stop and seize was what was in the blockchain that the government had utilized their own blockchain, because they have started opening blockchains trying to get in and get the understandings of the mechanisms of crypto.
So the guy that's on the screen right there, the young dude, that's the guy, Thomas Matthew Crooks. That was him for in the BlackRock commercial. So he within 24 hours, this is what people on the internet was already able to investigate.
Boss Talk said, "Deuce, do you think he was a lone shooter?" I don't know about Deuce, but for me, I truly believe they were setting up a Lee Harvey Oswald type of situation.
That's what I believe.
I believe that I believe that it was a true assassination attempt, but instead of going for a body shot, he tried to do exactly what they did with Kennedy, give him a headshot, pop him in the head, you know what I'm saying, and then they kill him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A dead man can't be tortured to confess.
Man, dead man tell no lie.
Right.
Dead man tell no lie. But hey,
Let me answer that. Hold on. So, do I believe he was a lone shooter? Yeah, and the reason I believe it because when you on a mission, irrelevant to what's going on, and you that committed, you gonna get off. You understand what I'm saying? And also, I don't believe that he really intended to kill Trump, bro. I think that he was sent to make it appear as if he was trying to do it. Remember, Reagan got shot. Kennedy got shot. These is two of the most loved presidents in U.S. history, right? And one of the reasons Reagan got shot because it was an opportunity to show his strength. It unified a divided country into support behind this guy, because everybody would assume, majority of people would assume that's wrong. But I understand this. If my first shot get off, and I know I got a rifle, and my first shot is get off, and it hit him in the ear, I got the scope, I'm on the roof, my next shot is not going to be a pause to see whether or not he did it. I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going all the way down, aiming down, especially with a chopstick. When a chopstick usually kicks up. So if I aim at the head and I see that it was off or that it wasn't busted off, I'm already going down. I'm not coming up. I'm going down. So because any reaction from anybody who hear gunshots is to go down. That dude got off several shots, bro, before he was unalive, right? There's no way the first one hits your ear, a chopstick, and then the rest of them don't, bro. Don't hit you nowhere else. If he would have got an arm wound, a chest wound, a torso wound, even a leg wound after that, I would have believed it was a serious assassination attempt. I'm just not convinced that it was. And that's just where I stand. So I don't believe it was another shooter. I think it was a Lee Oswald, who most people believe the mob sent him. He had some ties. He was off, but his peoples had some ties to the mob or whatever. But this one, I don't think it was the mob. Honestly, I believe
but Lee Harvey Oswald was linked back to the government. He was linked back to CIA operatives.
Well, I haven't read that part, but I know for a fact that the theory is that Kennedy had took a lot of donations and was fucking with the mob, right? They got him in. He flipped the script, and one of the theories is that that's why they got this nutso to do what he did, take care of his family, all of that type of shit before. That's what I'm leaning on in that case. But if you go back to that other to the shooting with Trump, he was looking from the right. He shot in his right ear, right? He was looking while he was talking. You're talking to a crowd. You're gonna be faced. You'll turn and you're facing the crowd, or you're facing the crowd over there. He was turned to his right the whole time, talking like this, straight to his right. I didn't see a crowd of people face to the right in the direction to where the sniper was alleged to be. So if it was going to be a play to where he only get hit in the ear or something specifically, who knows if he really got hit in the ear? When he went down, he could have got somebody could have cut him in the ear or did whatever they were going to do to him while he was down because he was covered. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't recognize that it was blood coming out until they brought him back up and they said he was bleeding. So just think about that.
Deuce, that's what they're saying. That's what they're reporting. His team is saying that he didn't get shot in the ear. The plexiglass shattered and cut his ear. That's what they're saying.
Exactly. And so I guess I might have been right on that one. I'm not there. I don't know. But I'm just looking at the evidence. A bullet hits you in the ear, your eardrums come out. So if a bullet come in your ear, it's going to come straight through your ear and probably pierce your neck or your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we got that update. Tree Tips, y'all go subscribe to Tree Tips 2021. Make sure y'all go do that because she got that content, man. She just brought us some vital information, which was congruent with what I was seeing just looking at the video. You know what I'm saying? So he got cut. He got cut by some fiberglass on the thing, and it was being reported he was shot. And ordinarily, that would galvanize the people together in support of him. So where does that leave us now? Is Donald Trump the best for our community? Well, Diamond did a lot of research. Before we get into that question, let's get into some of this stuff. CoinDesk. Let's get a little bit more information about this dude's links to BlackRock, right? Let's go to stop streaming. Bam, present. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. We got the Kiwe pop star in here. He's kind of silent right now. I know he had work. Then he'll be going to the video shoot. He do be outside, you know what I'm saying? So We gonna cut him some slack today. I was trolling him, but I ain't gonna do it. He works hard, man. I work hard for the money.
Hey, you got that thumbnail on BlackRock in the Texas stock exchange?
Hold on. You jumped the gun. You jumped the gun. Boom. Is that what you talking about right there, player? I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying? Let me
like
blow it
my
up a little. Let me blow it up a
wise
little.
minds think alike.
BlackRock is owned by the Vanguard.
So here it go. It says BlackRock is lead investor in the Texas Stock Exchange, a new national stock exchange that plans to be headquartered in Dallas, Texas. Shout out Dallas, Texas. The D. That's where my people's from, man. My Uncle Ronnie and all of them. And he called me to tell me, make sure whatever I do, I don't vote for Trump, because he heard me say I'm not voting for Trump, and I'm damn sure not voting for Biden, right? And he called me, man. I was listening to your podcast, Monty. You can't vote for Trump. You need to vote for Biden, because a vote for neither one is a vote for Trump. I said, all right, Uncle Ronnie. I love my Uncle Ronnie. He was a Republican majority of his life, a conservative, really into the church. But let's go. So BlackRock is a lead investor in the Texas Stock Exchange, a new national stock exchange that plans to be headquartered in Dallas, Texas. The exchange is backed by BlackRock and Citadel Securities, along with other investors, and has raised around $120 million. BlackRock says it's a founded investor in the Texas Stock Exchange to improve market efficiency and increase liquidity for its clients and other investors in the U.S. capital markets. Now, what you want to say about that, Brother Diamond?
That Texas Stock Exchange is going to be geared more towards cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is going to be one of the major aspects of that, because right now that New York Stock Exchange is governed by the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission.
Right.
The Security and Exchange Commission would not be the governing body of the Texas Stock Exchange. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Where BlackRock comes into it, and this is just my own personal opinion. They see that Trump didn't change his stance on this cryptocurrency, and they're more afraid that he's gonna get in there and do something to harm them, and that's why the attempt was made.
Well, shout out Fox News. We gonna run this comedy on Sean Hannity, who I can't stand, but I ain't gonna even lie. Ever since George W. Bush, I've been watching Fox News for my own sick pleasures, just to understand how they spin shit, right? And all kind of other shit, right? But and Sean Hannity is an adamant Trump supporter, a liar who done compromised everything he done stand for. I done watched it firsthand. And it's one of the reasons that they're not even valued as a true journalistic place now. Y'all see that? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Welcome to Hannity, and this is a Fox News alert.
This how they report.
Damu Kiwe. United States, Donald J. Trump was the target of an apparent assassination attempt. One innocent attendee is now dead. President Trump, we are told, is alive and well and now in a safe location. The shooter, meanwhile, has been killed by U.S. Secret Service. And just breaking moments ago, President Trump's first reaction on Truth Social, quote, I want to thank the U.S. Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. He said, I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America. According to the Secret Service tonight, quote, during former President Trump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, on the evening of July 13th at approximately 6:15 p.m., a suspected shooter fired multiple shots towards the stage from an elevated position outside of the rally venue. U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. U.S. Secret Service quickly responded with protective measures, and former President Trump is safe. One spectator was killed. 2 spectators were critically injured. This incident is currently under investigation. The Secret Service has notified the FBI. And in case you missed it, here's what went down just a few hours ago with sound. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page.
Well, go ahead and subscribe to him. I watch Fox News, and it's very hilarious.
This is a damn shame. I wonder when was that reported? Because his team reported on Twitter, on their Twitter account, that he got cut with plexiglass that shattered. So now he reported that it was a bullet that they're already lying.
Yeah.
His team had already put something out already.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. So just back to the cryptocurrency. Once the guy said in crypto, you have a wallet. You're right. I got a wallet address. That can be traced, but they still won't know who you are. And then he put some faces, emoji faces. I don't read emoji. I don't understand it. Think slow. Laugh out loud. I know scammers. LOL. So if scammers on the internet know how to do it without being caught, I'm quite sure that that people with that much money would have been able to do it. They say, what better way to usher in a one world government than to have the one world currency? Don't fall for the trick. They claim to not know the real creators of Bitcoin is run by secret government. Let's get into all these comments, and then we're going to get on Clubhouse because we want Clubhouse interactions. We got about 3 different Trump supporters, and I think that their voice should be heard just as much as our voice should be heard, because maybe we are going the wrong way. I don't believe so, but we want to have an open mind, be respectful, and get into that. Montega said everything can be traced back to something, but certain people, especially the government, know how to make things trace back to something or someone with no connection to them somehow, some way. Exactly. Facts. Diamond Boss Talk said you was talking facts. One's the guy. Your wallet address in crypto is a group of numbers. If I go on the dark web, use a fake IP address in crypto, I could get away with a lot and they won't know my name, etc. And he dead. Hey, listen, you giving up too much game. You giving up too much game. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it though. But you know what I'm saying? Montega say Andy Dufresne. One's the guy. I bet you that dude is crazy. He was just a crash dummy. Right. What do you
And we'll
think?
never know because he's dead.
We'll never know. And they made sure that we would never know by making sure they killed him. What do you think his motive was to put his life on the line? They got him and his brother. They said it was the person in the crowd that was an innocent bystander at the MAGA event got killed, and then they said that the shooter was killed by Secret Service. He said they got him and his brother. I don't know how that is. Explain that, brother T Money. Oh wait, T Money looked like he was a mountaineer. Yeah, I don't know, T Money, man. You gotta explain that, brother. The FBI and CIA use the mob often for hits. Makita, Unless you have a supercomputer, it is impossible to crack a blockchain encryption. That is why they hate blockchain and decentralized finance ideas. Right. Because they can't get taxed off it. There's a picture of Trump snipers right above him on the roof on the right side. Shit is weird. Biden is worse than Trump, to be honest. Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't believe that the position of presidency has any or even these other political positions have they all have interests, right? They're all controlled and have allegiances to others, even to their party. The Democratic Party, they have to take a pledge. The Republican Party, they have to take a pledge. So they already, their interest, primarily, their first interest is with their parties off the gate. Then you have these lobbyists and special interest groups that they make these promises to or whatever that keep them in them positions where they can have them mistresses and all of the fringe benefits and joy, flying on private jets and raising money to donate to different charities and all of that type of stuff. Bro, everything comes with strings attached. So yeah, bro, I don't think the president is without them type of attachments either. Let's get to this. Sean Hannity is KKK spokesman. I don't know about that, bro. No capping. What's up, Active Chuck? Salute to the chat at Do Sims at Yael. Salute, salute. There's a BBC interview where they said they could see the shooters setting up his shit and they didn't do nothing. I heard that, bro. That right before the shooting, they said there's somebody on the roof or something to that extent. Don't quote those exact words, but that's just what I heard, right? Something to that perspective. And they just allowed him to do that, right? With a rifle, right? I think it's crazy Trump still wears spray tan. Fine, I said it. It's a no for me. So you know, hey, listen, I don't care what a motherfucker look like. He could be black, brown. Well, I prefer black. I'm gonna be prejudiced. I would prefer somebody to look like me, but all skin folks ain't kin folks. So a motherfucker could come looking darker than me and be straight brainwashed. But somebody that I really truly believe that they interests align with us is, I don't care what they look like, bro. I'm looking for actions. Fuck what it appears to be. Y'all, I can show y'all a card trick. You know what I'm saying? It appeared that I done did magic. That don't mean that I know magic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you remember, motherfuckers got mad at Cube because Cube say, I'm not a Trump fan, but I'm willing to sit down and listen to what the man got to say. You know what I'm saying?
I remember they said that. And Kanye, and they was on Kanye for it. Kanye went MAGA all out. Him and what's the house nigga girl name? What's her name? Damn, I forgot her name. I love her too. She's a great spin artist. She's like CS2 back on steroids, bro. Georgia Boy 7 said they want to move us into a one world government in a cashless system. I believe that. Yeah. I've been hearing about that since I was a teen. Dark web for life. All right, Makita. Makita, we need to link up. Well, we ain't gonna say it on here. DM me. You know what I'm saying? Right, to her, something like that too. Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember they would. In fact, rest in peace to homie Bully from City Stone, Black Peace Stone, right? He has started a group called New World Order. And he was telling me why he named it New World Order and that this was their agenda. This was in the 90s. So yeah, no cap and said, fact gang, but you can concentrate when his skin is orange. But can you concentrate when his skin is orange? Be real. Well, listen, I believe that the white people are Caucasians are the real colored people. You know what I'm saying? if they so pale that you can see their veins, not all the time, but a majority of the time, you can see their veins come out the greenness, right? When they're angry, their face get red as a turnip, right? Red, green, the hair is yellow, blonde. Those pure from this one. Then they have brown hair, right? Brunettes, right? Black hair. You know what I'm saying? So all of these different colors is up in there. You look at us, we brown, different colors of brown. We're not black, right?
Hey, Deuce.
We melanated.
Hey, Deuce. Say, hey, listen, I gotta say this because you hit that topic, and I think a lot of our people and just people in general are ignorant to the facts of this. If you look up the word black in the dictionary, it says pale.
Without color.
It means pale, meaning pale skin. Meaning pale means black. So when you say, oh, the Caucasian are the real color people, they are the real black people, which have no melanin in them. They have no melanin, meaning because they have multicolored dimensions of themselves, from the veins to the eyes to the hair. It's different colors. They get red, they get pinkish red, and then jump into the facts that you saying different shades of brown. Of course, you see dark brown, light brown. Even in the darkest man, you see a shade of brown within their complexion. So a lot of our people get misconstrued and misdirected with the colorism of black and white. The only thing that you can say was black and white is a crayon. Even the television back in the day before it had color was gray, but then they'll manipulate you into say, oh, that's a black and white TV. No, the screen was gray, but the people were symbolized as black and white. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of edification you just touched on. It goes so deep with that. I really hope people catch on to what you're saying and understanding that Trump is a person. Again, he's
a color person. So he does stand up for the colors. So, hey,
Damu Kiwe conversation.
Damu Kiwe conversation. Makita Exotic Soul said, black is a combination of all colors in art. And are we not artists? Well, I'm an artist, but more before artist, I'm a creative.
I'm a pop star.
And he's a pop star, a Kiwe pop star. But when you get into that ability to create, that's not as an artist first. That's an artist is just one dimension of that ability to create. We are gods. God invested us with his spirit, the creator. A lot of people, religions, all of them that believe in a higher being, in a God, all agree that God is the force that created the heavens, the earth, the people, et cetera, et cetera. So we all can agree that believe in that he's the creator. Well, if he invested in us, his spirit, the temple of God is within us all. The temple of God is within us all. Then that's the ability to create, the ability to create thought. Somebody created this bottle of water to put the water in there. These headphones, everything on the planet Earth that is man-made was once just the figment and imagination of a human being. These is the powers that's invested within us. So when they say God's spirit dwells within us all, that's because we have that ability to create thought. If you could dream it, you could think it. If you could think it, you can start to envision what it takes to manifest that them thoughts into reality. You make tangible notes. Oh, okay, it has to have this color. It has to be able to sustain the water so it don't leak out. It can't have no holes in it. It got to have a top. And you go through, and obviously it don't pop out the sky. You got to find somebody who makes plastic. Right, a distributor of plastic, your source of water, right, your label, and all of the other things, and you check them all off, and then you got what was just a dream before into a reality. This computer, this site, StreamYard, all of these were just the dream of some human being before, bro. So, yeah, man, that's what that means to me as an artist. Yeah, I'm definitely an artist, and it's therapeutic. Being an artist is therapeutic. all these fucked up thoughts that's in my mind, I get to vent them out. So you right on that. So let's get to the meat on the bones, right?
I'm sorry. I know when you're talking about that crypto stuff, you was following the money trail. And I didn't want to jump in there before you start talking about something else. But John Clifton Jack Bogle is the owner of Vanguard, who is the #1 investors into the, which I call it the black something.
BlackRock.
BlackRock.
BlackRock. Okay, so their main investors are Vanguard, who the owner is John Clifton Jack Bogle, who died in 2019 in January, the exact time that COVID struck America, and when they had to put everybody on hold when they was trying to do the transfer with the money. It all happened at the same time.
Yeah, well, I'm familiar with Vanguard. They're traced back to one of the major families that they talk about with the Rosbergs, the Rockefellers, et cetera, et cetera. So whether it's the Vanguard Moving Company and a lot of other products that they make, Vanguard Medical Products, pharmaceutical. So I'm definitely familiar with that company. I didn't know that there was a ties with them to that company. I had Googled.
They're the main leading investors. You can look it up. I just looked it up. It says Vanguard is an investment. Hold on, wait, let me get back. BlackRock. It says who is BlackRock owned by? And it says the biggest institutional shareholders, such as the Vanguard Group.
Hey, you know what? That makes sense because we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. You know? Hey, thanks for that information, Nisi. So let's get into the meat on the bones. And once everybody have they say, and I know it's gonna go on, we gonna be sure to be respectful of everybody. Don't talk over everybody because I want to hear some real good points. Is Donald J. Trump, his agenda and him as a person in the best interest of the future of melanated people in this country? Who want to start?
Let me take the first shot at it, man.
And why? And why not? So we're gonna go around.
I'm gonna say this: I'm not against him, and the reason I say this is I look at his first run and understanding politics. First and foremost, they sell us this bullshit about blacks should be Democrats and poor people should be Democrats. If you go back in history, initially the blacks were the Republicans and the Democrats was against the blacks.
Facts. When they had the rooster as their symbol or the cock or whatever it was.
And as you advanced in time, they voting rights and all these things were granted. What they start doing is they start making a transition to appease the black man for the black vote, because at that time the women weren't allowed to vote. You see what I'm saying? And then what they started doing is what was the root of the black community? The church. And that's when they started filtering what they call it street money. They go in, and this still exists to this day. They go in and they go to these black churches and all of these organizations within the ministry, and they give them these donations. They put this street money out there to help gain the endorsements from these black people. Trump showed it. Trump showed it. They did a show on PBS. I believe it was on like Frontline or one of those PBS shows. You know what I'm saying? Where he was speaking about, you know what I'm saying, how the street money is given to the black churches and all of this, and just to sway their vote one way or another. And I'm like, God damn. Trump don't have nothing to lose.
So that was the first PPP and EDD.
Hey, on the real. Hey, gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be too long-winded with it. It's a whole lot of money out there, and they saw that Trump. He said, "Man, fuck that $500 like the Democrats was giving. Give them $1,500."
Right.
Hey, so hey, I don't know, homie. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be a real spectator because I ain't got no rights to vote. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna be a real spectator, but I want to see how this street money get dished out this time, because I don't see where there's even a possibility for a Democrat to beat that dude right now. Not Biden, and
Definitely
Biden the
not
only
Biden.
thing running. Biden is the only thing running. You know what I'm saying?
Unless he passes away in the midst of it, because he looked like he could go any minute. Then they got Kamala. I will vote for Biden before I voted for Kamala. You know what I'm saying? So
Man,
it gets even worse, bro. But
yeah.
Yael,
If you dig in her history, she's a real prosecutor. You know what I'm saying?
Well, under her history, you had the Rampart scandal. For those who don't know, search Rafael Perez, David Mack, and the Rampart scandal. This was just regular policy how it was going on during the war on drugs, during the war on gangs, which prioritize whenever it's a war, they're talking about our communities, right? They're not going into Beverly Hills or Calabasas, you know what I'm saying? They're not going into the Hamptons. They talking about within our communities. This was prevalent and regular behavior. The police try to kill me in my community because in their mind they believe I'm bad and I'm wrong, etc. No one made those police judge, jury, executioner. The police planted drugs on me to get me off the street. I never, at that time, I was only dealing weight. They got 7 grams and a Newport cigarette box. Hold on. Shorts, Newport cigarette box with 19 cigarettes in it. They say they found 7 grams. Today, I've never seen that dope in my life, bro. Even at court. Yeah. But, so yeah, Kamala ain't no better. Yael, do you mind? I mean, you know, some people like to keep private, you know, their political affiliations. And, you know, do you believe that Donald Trump is the best way to go in voting for the presidency and for our melanated people in the United States?
I mean, at this point, the way you see Biden acting now, like he got dementia, he doesn't seem like the best fit, right? So of course you see the way his character is, his mental state is. You can tell he's reading from a script just like Trump, but at the same time, when Trump got in the office, he's being openly true about his identity and who he is, right? And people's accepting that, right? One thing I do understand about the powers that be, they will create chaos to give you a cure. You know what I'm saying? They create the chaos and then give you a cure.
To play the savior.
Correct. I do believe Biden is the best fit because the chaos that was created previously before he got into office, then after he got in office, and then when he left office, look at the shit that's being left before us with Biden. Anybody who has Obamacare and that type shit, you got to pay a high interest rate on it. It's just a lot of stuff it's telltale to let you know they create this shit because both parties work together to give you their quote unquote Clark Kent. And I think at the point at the moment in time that our people are going through so much, they are looking for a way out. They are looking for financial help because it's so high in America to live. You got to work to work. You get what I'm saying?
The cost of living is high.
It's crazy. So I do believe at this point that he can be a help, but I just feel like it's all scripted. And at the end of the day, these people are going to show their true faces and true identity. Yeah, in this situation, Trump is the best fit because of what he's previously done. He's about his business. He's about the money, and that's what he's going to do eventually when he gets in office.
All right,
let me get one
Clubhouse, right? Let
one
me
quick
read
thing.
this real quick. Western Avenue Queen XC. She said the word black can be traced back to its Proto-Indo-European origins.
Speak on it.
Word black, which meant pale,
Told you,
colorless. So if that sound pale,
told you.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I told you, Deuce. That word means pale. Them people know the truth.
Yeah, shout out to that sister. We'll get back in the chat in a minute.
Deuce.
Yeah, go ahead and say what you gonna say. I want to hear the
real quick, just real quick. Real quick. The thing is, and this is the main point that I don't want nobody to miss. Trump is not a politician. He was not a politician. He was a businessman. You see what I'm saying? Once he got in and saw what the politics is, he said, "Oh, this is just business on another level, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get a piece of it, but I'm going to share this pie that they've been over here hiding from y'all and chopping up. We could give everybody a piece of this pie, and it still won't be enough pie for everybody to still eat and all the programs to still go." But one thing I do want everybody to do before we go any further, please stop, like, and share. Let's get these numbers up, everybody. Let's get the numbers up. Like it and share it right now with somebody.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Righteous 01 say we have no true representative in this government. I'm with you, Righteous.
All praises, you right.
Very true.
Hey, brother Tony Anderson, let's start with you since you at the top and was first in here, man.
Tony.
Do you believe that Donald Trump best represents our interests in this election? And go ahead, you got the mic, Tony. Tony? Maybe he fell asleep on the app, or maybe he doesn't want to speak on his political view. We appreciate that, brother. We respect that also. Mary, oh, she got up out of here like, Bomani.
My bad.
Oh, there you go, Tony. Yeah, let's.
But I'm back. Do I think he's a right fit for us? No, not really. Why? Because what is he really doing for us? What has he really done?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, really? Like, what has he really done for us? The only person I say done something really was Obama.
With the Obamacare? Tony, when you say that only person you seen that done something for us was Obama, you talking about Obamacare, right? Because I don't know nothing else that he did for that. Oh, okay.
And that sucked for middle class working people like myself because it took my medical insurance deductible from $250 all the way up to $1,000 when my son broke his arm because of Obamacare. A struggling working single parent had to pay $1,000 deductible because Obama. That's my problem with the Democrats. Not to cut nobody off, but they let all of those illegal immigrants over there in California, and then they made the California working people pay for them people. They gave all of those people Medicaid and food stamps while the working middle class people had to pay for shit. And them people could take their kids to the doctor for free, absolutely free. And I've been here working, struggling over there and had to pay all of that money. I was pissed off at Obamacare. He didn't do shit for me.
Right. Bomani, same question. You heard the question?
Yeah, I heard it. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little bit confused about the shit because I had read and it said that black people was once upon a time going for the Republicans when we were slaves, and them was the ones who actually wanted us freed. So I never knew why we would go for Democrat after that anyway. So I just never took too much interest in it anyway. But as far as Clinton, he locked a lot of us up. As far as Obama, he changed the whole world. The whole black people's world to me because when he came out with the LGBTQ, it's like they got more rights than us. So it's like I just kind of just threw my hands in the air, honestly. I'm gonna land on that.
And he killed holding the 5 civilized tribes of Indians in America accountable by allowing them and permitting them to exclude. Oh, Bomani, might mute up real quick. Oh, somebody mute him. Sound like he in there listening to Mozart. Obama also kicked the ball down the road and didn't confront head on the blatant discrimination by the so-called 5 civilized tribes in America, and by not cutting in those descendants of Black Seminoles who left Florida in the Trail of Tears, that were cut out of the money and the land in Oklahoma by people who were paler than them, based upon their skin tone, based upon their DNA. They were able to say you had to have X amount of DNA, which even if your people frontline in the first Seminole War and the second Seminole War and led the charge to fight for those rights, because your skin color or your mixture with darker melanated people, they were excluded from that land and that money. And he had a chance to make an executive order, and he said that he can't override their sovereignty. Who else in here? Everybody leaving. Hot girl,
hey, but
you wish
just in defense of Obama, man, you got to remember, you had a couple hundred years of presidencies where it was nothing but white people. You know what I'm saying? And here he is, the first Black president. He can't fix it all in one shot, homie.
No, I definitely get that, but he didn't try to. He made sure he was clear that he wanted to be a president for everybody. But if you cannot have equality when somebody already got the head start on the race, right? So you're just more of the same, essentially, right? I'm different on my position of Obamacare than what the homegirl was talking about. Obamacare helped me really good. I believe a poor country that's been under embargo since the Russian missile crisis, Cuba, if their country is so poor and everybody in that country has access to Medicare, some of the best Medicare in the world, that those who are more financially stable should have to help carry the weight. We only as strong as our weakest link. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that Cuba, they go down to Brazil and they go down to other places, Cuban nurses and doctors given to people in remote areas, you know what I'm saying, along the Rio and Mexico and Guatemala medical services. They've been under embargo since 79, bro. A lot of countries can't even do business with them. So in the richest country in the history of man, I believe that those at the top of the system should be paying more. Now, what Obama initiated with the Affordable Care Act was supposed to be anybody who makes $250,000 or more is supposed to pay their fair share. But what it didn't take into maybe he did take it into context and he wanted to target them up, right? But what it was ideally how we expected it to run out once they brought it out was most people that make $250,000 don't benefit $250,000. A lot of that goes into the cost of living. A lot of that goes into investment and all kind of other things. So when you only make it $250,000 and things is going up $1,000, like she said, for $250. There's things that need to be tweaked within that system. Those who make not gross, but actually profit $250,000, then that's when they should have been able to, because now they can afford those premiums. So how it affected her, the practical application of it, those were tweaks that Biden should have been cleaning up when he came with his administration, because he recognized it. If he haven't cleaned it up, that's another reason why we shouldn't probably be even voting for him.
Yeah, but you got to remember, he's a career politician. He sat in Congress and in Senate for 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I definitely get it. Man, listen, Biden's a piece of shit, right? He definitely helped push the crack act, 100-to-1 ratio. Listen, bro, I think that the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are both two different heads of the same beast, bro. And when I say beast, I mean the beast in the Book of Revelations. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Panthers had the right of it when they made the Black Panther Party. They recognized that neither one of these parties represented our interests. So it was up to us to start having that voice. If you look in, say, Lebanon is the prime example, right? Lebanon is only represented by 1/3 of Hezbollah, right? In their party, the population, everything. But they went and did everything independent. The financing and charity wing, right? So that they could get the word out to the people, be active in the community, helping the people. Even when Israel attacked them, what was that, like 2000 and something, and raided them, it was Hezbollah giving American dollars to the people who were attacked, some of them Christians, but they were all Lebanese. They have their own military wing to protect themselves. Hezbollah, who the United States had put on the terrorist list, right? Because they stand and defend their rights and their people. They also have their own political wing that represent their interests in the Congress in Lebanon. I think that that's what the Panthers were trying to do. And they weren't, I mean, I think they underestimated their opposition. They were targeted with COINTELPRO, and who capitalized on their weakness, and they were dealing with powers far out of their imagination. But Hezbollah did the exact same type of model, and they're successful in establishing independency and power in that country. D Slim, I know you always talk bad on Biden, and you like Trump. Tell us why you think Trump is the best option moving forward, and we want to hear that out.
Well, you know what I'm saying? My reasons for it is because Trump, you know what I'm saying, he's not a part of the boule. All the presidents that came before him, you know what I'm saying, they was a part of that bloodline. Trump doesn't take no contributions, you know what I'm saying? He uses no money, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't take no contributions from the big corporations and stuff, you know what I'm saying, they can't buy your vote. When Trump was president, we was energy dependent. You know what I'm saying? Gas was cheap. You know what I'm saying? We had they had a pipeline, but they was pushing energy. I forgot where it was coming from, but it made us energy dependent. Y'all remember that? You know what I'm saying? As soon as Biden came in, he picked up that pen and shut it down. You know, it's all type of, like, policy wise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, with him in there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to create no wars. You know what I'm saying? And he'll sit down and listen to you. You know what I'm saying? If you got some type of ideas. Listen to the female, what's her name? Stan King. She was in prison. She did some time. She got out, hooked up with Trump, and got the path to some policies and everything. It's a lot of blacks that got examples of them of working with Trump, where, you know what I'm saying, they was able to get some stuff done. Take Q. he came out with his situation, right? The Democrats didn't even want to listen to him. Yeah, but he was able to sit down with Trump and them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things was better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was always hustling in the streets all my life, but now, paying taxes and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to run a business. I see how, you know what I'm saying, this cat was making things easier, you know what I'm saying, for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a lot of examples out there, you know what I'm saying? All y'all got to do is do y'all research. And, you know what I'm saying, y'all to see that this dude, he really trying to run the country based off the way the Constitution was built. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's perfect, but it's the best legislation that's governed, you know what I'm saying, a body of people, you know what I'm saying, for as your freedoms, your rights, and everything. He's trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve. That's probably why he has interest in, you know what I'm saying, in the crypto situation, because he know bankers and all that shit is what got us in debt. They robbing us blind, man. They taking our money, like you say, taxation without representation. They giving our fucking money to other countries and shit. That ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? And the taxpayers is getting robbed blind. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is deep, homie. It's really deep. I won't even get in there, but I don't think we're gonna get in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're gonna have no election. Deep, we dealing with some evil motherfuckers, homie, and they gonna do whatever they gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to keep him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my take on it.
All right, let me ask you this before you finish, right? You said that he wants to go strictly by the Constitution. The Constitution gave us all a right to vote as citizens, right? This is the same man who's accused in Arizona, Georgia, and a couple other swing states of trying to and the federal government of the Ku Klux Klan Act, right? Trying to subvert the vote, predominantly in Georgia, in melanated community, right? How do you say that in one stance he's trying to uphold the purest form of the Constitution when he's trying to subvert and nullify the right that we fought for to even have a right to vote?
Well, I don't actually believe all that. I think that was media propaganda. I mean, I was running across a lot of information. Amateur journalists, you know what I'm saying, that was pushing, you know what I'm saying, their story. They had video footage, homie. Them people straight stole the election. Just think about this. Do you actually think Joe Biden, he didn't even campaign? He didn't even have a debate when 4 years ago like he had, you know what I'm saying, just recently. You know what I'm saying? Do you think he was more popular than Barack Obama? I mean, I was paying attention to that shit, homie, like around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. He was losing by a lot. The Democrats were sick like a motherfucker. We go to sleep and wake up. Now all of a sudden he winning. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That dude, they stole that shit. It's just, we was, a lot of people was just getting bamboozled by the media.
What do you have any?
They was censoring.
Do you have any evidence that they stole it?
I seen the it was a whole bunch of people had went to court under oath of perjury. You know what I'm saying? And they was testifying, what they seen at these polling booths. You know what I'm saying? It's a platform called Project Veritas. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if it's still to be on there, but like I was tapping in and shit like that, homie. And they was, they was putting a lot of information on there. It was, you know what I'm saying? What's the other one I used to check out? I think it's called One American News. And I might not be correct on that. I gotta look it up, but you know what I'm saying? They was putting a lot of information out there. I can't even get it no more. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't think he stole anything. You know what I'm saying? The media be making you believe, you know what I'm saying, what they want you to believe. You know what I'm saying? They are part of the problem, man. You can't watch CNN and MSNBC. That's some bullshit. That's why, like what's the boy Tucker Carlson? He used to be on Fox. That's why he got up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like them motherfuckers are straight devils. They are part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta go offline and get your research. Not offline, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tap about the mainstream media if you want to get the truth. Because you know what I'm saying, they gonna constantly feed you a bunch of bullshit.
20. Well, I don't believe either one, but I need evidence, right? So we say how many people were found guilty of voter fraud in 2020 election, right? How many people? It's 40 years later. So they all would have been done. So here it goes. You got the Brookings, you got Heritage Foundation, PBS, Georgia's Secretary of State, widespread election fraud claims by Republicans don't match the evidence. There is minimal evidence to suggest that the few fraudulent votes benefited Democratic candidates. In Georgia, Heritage has reported no cases, zero, of fraud in the 2020 or 2022 general elections in which nearly 9 million votes were cast. The political parties, these is the numbers, right? The political parties at the national, state, and local level have an intense interest in who votes and how. To believe that massive fraud could occur against the Republican Party means that one also has to believe that the Republican Party was asleep at the switch, which we know Trump encouraged his people to be at the voter polls, to be there while they were doing the votes, to intimidate people in Florida to ensure that they wasn't even giving water bottles out. They passed laws that where they couldn't even give water bottles out to people waiting to vote and waiting in lines to vote, etc. So since the beginning, bro, these people have continued to try to subvert and stop our vote, period, from within our community, silence our voice. It's not about what CNN say, what Fox News say. Produce the evidence at these same polls where you had representation, some of them forced into there. Now, what we do know is that in Arizona and in Georgia, Trump had people trying to gain information from the election poll to prepare for this next election. He had Giuliani falsely accused two sisters, right? A mother and a daughter of having and passing switching fake votes for the real votes. That was proved, and Giuliani has been convicted by a jury of 12 peers of lying about that and found that it was nothing there, bro. They awarded them hundreds of millions of dollars because that was the agenda that they were trying to push. And the reason they were trying to push it, what's the boy name from the Trump administration that went to jail and Trump let him out? I hope I find that video real fast, bro. What any of y'all remember the guy named Trump associate? Pardon. Hold on, let me see what happened. They got him on camera talking about how they're going to question. This is before how they're going to question an alleged voter fraud in a whole conspiracy so that they can nullify the votes that came in late from the mailed-in votes, et cetera, et cetera. And then at that point, they would ask Mike Pence, the vice president who ran with Donald Trump, to say that we're going to find Donald Trump the winner because of election fraud. This is why they were yelling to hang Mike Pence on January 6th, because he didn't go along with that play. That's another charge that. I remember that, yeah. So in one breath, we can't say that because he wants to uphold the purest version of the Constitution, which I do believe he do in some cases, especially on gun litigation, right? But when he's trying to subvert the Constitution, when they ran the play, this is the audio. They ran when they were talking about the play, and they said, well, Trump, the people in the streets will have total chaos if we do this. Trump said that's why we have the Insurrection Act. You know what the Insurrection Act does, bro? It suspends the Constitution. It's martial law, bro. And you can't believe that he isn't going to go through with that, with calling martial law and putting the National Guard on them. Because if you recall, when they were protesting in Washington, D.C. over what happened to the brother in Minnesota, where they had the knees and this thing and the whole Black Lives Matter, and everybody was acting like they really wanted, this was the end and they're going to stand so we can stop the police abusing their authorities in our communities, killing unarmed Black people. You know what I'm saying? They marched their legal constitutional right, freedom of speech, marched to D.C., and he did a whole photo op with a Catholic priest and his generals, and his generals said it was despicable. They didn't know this is what he was doing it for at the time. And they get out there for his photo op, and he had them spray them people the same way they did Martin Luther King and them on that bridge, bro. Under Trump's way, we wouldn't have no constitutional rights because he would suspend the Constitution and form a dictatorship. Under Trump's way, he don't believe that we have a right to protest peacefully. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got looted in Washington, D.C., but he still put the dogs on them and sprayed them people in front of the building. These is the things that you got to keep in mind. You could get some positive actions, like I said, gun legislation, right? From Trump that make me be like, you know what? I'm a felon. Being able to protect my family is most important to me. I could get a bag. It's a million ways to get a bag. I ain't going to let the government have any influence on me getting a bag. You know what I'm saying? But then when I see things like that, that's most important to me. I was almost killed by the police. They tried to assassinate me in the hood. So that's another reason why I say I can't vote for Biden and Kamala. It's consistency, right? Kamala didn't have a problem. That was on her watch as the Attorney General for California. That's just what's regular. You probably know more stories than me of homies that you heard that got pistols and guns planted on them. You know what I'm saying? Homies that got murked by the police throughout LA County, not just LA County, California. But that's just was kind of inconsistent where I say because he's a purist with the Constitution. Let me see. We got another Trump supporter. I think my boy Blessed One supports Trump. Do you believe Donald Trump is the best way moving forward to represent our interests, Blessed?
Of course, make America great again.
And which policies do you believe he's promoting? Because he really hasn't let out an agenda of what his policy is going to be. What gives you that kind of inclination?
If you think about it, he's a businessman. America should be one on business. Everybody got to have some piece of the pot, not just one person.
Well, did he pay all of his workers when they filed bankruptcy instead of paying those construction companies in New York?
Well, the thing is, he changed the policy to work for everybody when that happened, not just himself and his own interests. So that's what he's going to do when he get in office again. He's going to make stuff that's going on. He's going to change all the legislation, make everything for his work for the people of America, not just himself.
Wait, I'm talking about him as a businessman. I'm not this before he became a politician.
Yeah.
He was stiffing all of the workers.
He paid all of them off, and the thing is,
no, he didn't.
Talk about the good he did. They always talk about the bad stuff he did.
No. Listen. I'm saying you saying that he's a businessman and he want to make sure everybody got a piece of the pie. And I said, well, did he make sure that those construction companies that build hotels and buildings for them, and they got the deposit up front, and they finished building the hotels and Atlantic City casinos and he stiffed the companies and it didn't give them the rest of their money, and then filed bankruptcy under the companies that they did, and they sued them and all of that stuff. Do you think his interest as a businessman was worried about making sure everybody got a piece of the pie at that point?
Not at that point. But you got.
So what changed?
Just think what happened. What's going on right now with the little lawsuit he had. He went to did a sneaker con, made all that money, then come out his pocket and got that paid off. The hush money you call.
Well, that's his own interest. It's in his interest to get more money to pay it off so it don't come out his pocket. What I'm saying is, what evidence do we got that he's on some bottom up economics? Let's take care of the little man, and that's my priority, and not the corporate businessmen like him that's at the top of the economic ladder.
Just think about everybody got a piece of that PPE money. If everybody got that, if you had a small business, that was for you, thanks to Trump.
Well, I didn't get the PPP and all of that, but that's one of the reasons all that money he gave away. We paying it back with the interest on everything that we got. That's why inflation is still so high. They can't give you and print money, and then it doesn't have an effect. That money has to be paid back, and we're paying it in inflation and in taxes. But even those like me who didn't get it, salute to the Making of a Man TV. But we gonna go ahead and bring this one to a close. We got another room. I gotta eat dinner, bro. And then we finna be, as soon as I finish eating dinner, we finna go in on academics, man. So everybody hit that like button, share it, and let's get into it today, man. We definitely, no, I wasn't talking about Michael Cohen. I was talking about another guy that went to jail, and it'll come to me later. I know his face if I seen it, but we've been on for a minute. Let's get ready for this next room, man. Tonight, we going in on academics. He say LA is weak. The politics is weak in comparison to the murders in Chicago and these other places. So I think he's right. I don't think they're weak. I think that's just what he's trying to use to incite more violence. But we'll get into it tonight. Eric, we already got the link made. Go make sure y'all subscribe to the notifications, and y'all be able to see that in the time as soon as we finish. It ain't that long. I know it's about 30 more minutes or 40 minutes or an hour or two. So check that out. Make sure y'all put on the notifications for when we go live. Till the next time, thanks to our corporate sponsors, United Colors, Color Wraps, and you've been another Damu Kiwe conversation.